So the new Starcraft 1.18 patch is out. At least the PTR version. And it's kind of... why do we have to give these old games back to the companies that made them? Like, I know that they made them, but like no one that actually made it works there anymore. It's just like, oh, we technically own it. And it's like, no, you don't own it. I mean, W3 Arena, they know what players want. These third-party companies that like arose in the old days, back when Battle.net servers sucked, they knew what players wanted. They wanted certain things. But Blizzard, they've got a vested monetary interest. Because W3 Arena, that was by the fans, for the fans. Icy Cup, by the fans, for the fans. Shield Battery, by the fans, for the fans. Mysterious and Elysium World of Warcraft servers, by the fans, for the fans. Starcraft Remastered, by Blizzard. And it feels so fucking weird. And you're all gonna say, oh, it's a placebo. No, it feels fucking different. The mouse speed feels weird. How can you fuck it up with just a patch? There's like new shit. New weird full screen mode. There's a fucking hotkey binds now, which are gonna fuck with the balance. But they don't actually let you rebind the numbers. So they let you rebind fucking like the tank from not being a retarded button to a normal button. But they won't let you rebind the numbers from not being retarded. That's so inconsistent to me. Just don't like it. And I feel like in the universe where Shield Battery came out and 1.18 was off the table, you know, Blizzard could work on some new games and make them good. Maybe make StarCraft 2 a fucking game you've been working on for 7 years, working on patches every single fucking day. Maybe you could make that better than a game from 1998, but I guess you just can't fucking do it, can you? You're awful. The new people working at Blizzard are fucking awful. They don't understand anything. Have you seen the new WoW fucking expansions? Do you really expect them to get this perfect? They aren't gonna do this. 1.16. I hope Korea just keeps playing that. I hope the fucking Korean players just like, oh, this isn't exactly the same. I'm not gonna play this game. This is not the game that I have played for the last 20 years. This is some weird fucking OpenGL instead of DirectX thing. You know, that's like fucking, I think it, when it was originally DirectX, moving from DirectX to OpenGL, that's like fucking move from PlayStation or Xbox. There's gonna be a ton of fucking bugs. I mean, I understand why they did it, because DirectX is technically run by Microsoft, but I think they just should have fucking left well enough alone. They should have just fucking left the game as is. But they're not going to. They want money. They're like, oh, well, some guys who worked here in the past were good, so our company now, which sucks, should definitely get all the money. They don't know what made their own fucking games good. But in all honesty, I guess it's good that at least more people will be playing the game. I probably will play it. Hopefully they can patch it to be a bit better. I am glad you don't need a new Battle.net account. You could just like make an old school fucking throwaway username, password, email, just like the old school Warcraft 3 days. So they didn't mess up everything. I gotta give them that. But it's a poor showing. They said they've been working on this for 18 years. Maybe they've been working on Remastered for 18 years. They should have been working on 18 years? Fuck, 18 months. Should have been working on fucking 1.18. You get that perfect. It feels like 1.18 was like a weird afterthought. Maybe Remastered will be better. Maybe this is their way of getting you to upgrade to Remastered. Is that 1.18 is going to be a piece of shit. In terms of the UI, like the portraits don't look the same. There's this weird blur effect. It looks like an N64 game when you play it on an emulator and there's like a blur. But in the emulator you can turn it off. You can't turn off the blur of the portraits. If that SCV portrait doesn't look identical, my brain is not gonna fucking handle it. These are the people that play your games. These are the people that get good at your games. But you just... Warcraft 3. They've made new patches for Warcraft 3, and they haven't fucked with it. They've like They changed one balance thing. It was a bit stupid. Honestly, I would have preferred if they didn't touch it, but the fact is, like, the game still works like the old game. 1.18, you can't connect to the old fucking Battle.net servers. I think they're gone forever now. You can't even see the cool fucking old Battle.net, like, fucking screens with, like, with the big buttons. It's not the same. And this isn't... If this was remastered, I would understand why it was different. This isn't remastered. This is the 1.18 update, which I guess is, you know, well, it is for... If you just fucking blank install Brood War to a fucking CD, it'll probably auto-update to 1.18 now. Used to auto-update to 1.16. I guess you'll have to download a fucking patch for that if you want to play this. The actual version that fucking the people who mattered at Blizzard made. Even then, I think 1.16 was like 2005 or something. Maybe a little later. But at least it was like the same engine. This doesn't even feel like the same engine. This feels really, really off. But hey, maybe this is the way to get you to play Starcraft 2. They're gonna kill all of the fucking private servers for Starcraft 1, like Icy Cup and Fish and Shield Battery, which was coming up, and they're gonna kill them by offering a real alternative. And it being a shit alternative, and basically splitting up the player base more. You either play on the shit alternative, or with like fucking censor swear words. You can't even turn that off. It's got all this new Blizzard shit. Another thing I'm fucking worried about, they're gonna fucking change the game. Are they gonna fucking remove Confederate flags from the fucking Terran campaign? Because that's the kind of shit Blizzard nowadays would fucking do. They'd see one forum post of one person who was angry and they'd change everything. They're fucking insane. I don't have the highest hopes. But I don't want to feel like a contrarian. But I do. It just so happens, man. This is how I feel about the situation. And that makes me a fucking contrarian. So fucking be it. This patch was not a good start, but it is just the PTR version. Maybe the real one will be a little better. It still won't change the fact the menus are fucked. The fucking mouse feels weird. I'm gonna just keep reiterating that. It does feel weird. There's like an in-game mouse slider, and like it's fucking slower. If you slow it down in the game, if you speed it up in the game, then you move your mouse off the screen, it like makes the mouse faster. It like internally changes your mouse somehow, and it wasn't even doing, I couldn't even change it back in Windows or Logitech when it crashed. It's weird, man. So anyway, Blizzard, if you're gonna remaster any more of your fucking old good games like Warcraft 3, don't. Just leave them as is. Let a third party like W3 Arena do it. They'll do it better. They'll do it genuinely. They care about the game more than you. You just want to fucking put in a little ad that says buy Overwatch over every fucking game. You even did that on the old Battle.net. Like, buy StarCraft 2. Fuck off. I don't want to see your fucking recent games that have nothing to do with the people that made this game in the 90s. You have nothing. That's not true. You have a lot. You have a lot of money. You have a lot of power. You have a lot of control. So you'll probably win. StarCraft ruined forever. Not ruined forever. We'll always have a 1.16. We'll have the shitty fucking awful registry issues. We'll have no CD patches. We'll have mounting CDs. Oh. See, I'm happy already. I'd rather do that shit than play this new fucking game. It's not new. It's an old game, weirdly ported. But I fucking rambled for long enough. There's not much else to say. That's just my thoughts.